Picture this, you're sipping your morning coffee, thinking it's just another day, when your phone buzzes with a WhatsApp message that ends your entire marriage. No yelling, no tears, just a cold, "I'm done." That's how my life flipped upside down 6 months ago. But trust me, that message? It was nothing compared to what I found after he vanished. What he left behind still haunts me, and I'm not sure I'll ever sleep the same again. Last October, I was married to Jake. 7 years together, high school sweethearts turned till death do us part, or so I thought. He was a quiet guy, worked in IT, always tinkering with computers. We had our routine, I'd cook dinner, he'd come home late, we'd watch some dumb show and laugh. Not perfect, but solid. Until that morning. I woke up to my phone buzzing, 6:47 a.m. A WhatsApp from him, "I can't do this anymore. I'm filing for divorce. Don't contact me." 3 sentences. No warning. I just sat there, staring at the screen, my coffee going cold in my hands. The house felt wrong. Too still. Like it knew something I didn't. I tried calling him, voicemail. Texted back, silence. My brain was spinning. Was he mad? Was there someone else? I threw on a hoodie and drove to his office, 20 minutes across town. His coworker, Mike, met me at the door, looking confused. "Jake? He hasn't been here in days." Said he was taking personal time. Days? I'd kissed him goodbye 2 nights ago, or had I? The memory felt fuzzy now. Back home, I started noticing things. His jacket still hung by the door. His laptop sat on the kitchen table, untouched. His protein shakes, those gross vanilla ones, lined the fridge. If he was leaving me, why didn't he pack? I wandered the house, half expecting him to walk in and say it was a prank. But the hours ticked by, and nothing. That night, I couldn't sleep. I kept replaying our last moments, him smiling, saying, "See you tomorrow." Was it a lie? Then I heard it. A creak. Upstairs, right above my head. We've got this one loose floorboard in the hall, it groans every time you step on it. My heart jumped. I was alone, right? I held my breath, listening. Silence. Then, creak again. Slow, deliberate, like someone was pacing. I grabbed a kitchen knife, not proud of it, but I wasn't thinking straight, and stood at the bottom of the stairs. The house was dark, just the hum of the fridge behind me. And then, nothing. No more sounds. But I swear, the air felt heavier. Like someone was watching me. The next morning, I was done waiting. I needed answers. I cracked open his laptop, password was still October 14th, our anniversary, which hit me like a punch. At first, it was normal stuff, work emails, some coding projects, a gym schedule. But then I found a folder labeled temp, hundreds of photos. Not of us, not of anything I recognized, just random shots. A foggy parking lot at night. A dark alley with a flickering streetlight. One blurry pic of our backyard, timestamp 2 a.m., 3 weeks ago. My skin crawled. Why was he taking these? I dug deeper. His browser history was a mess, how to vanish without a trace, untraceable burner phones, offshore bank accounts. My hands started shaking. This wasn't a spur-of-the-moment breakup. This was calculated. I scrolled back months, more searches, how to fake a disappearance, best countries with no extradition. My stomach twisted. What was he running from? And why leave me in the dark? That afternoon, I called my sister, Lisa. She's the nosy one, always has been. She came over, took one look at me, and said, "You're not okay." What's going on? I showed her the photos, the searches. She frowned. Wait, didn't Jake have that weird friend? The guy with the scar? She meant Tony. I'd only met him twice, shady dude, mid-30s, had a jagged scar across his cheek. Jake said they worked together years ago, but he'd get cagey whenever I asked more. Tony showed up at our house once, unannounced, last summer. I overheard them arguing in the garage, something about debts and time running out. Jake brushed it off after, said it was work stress. But now? Lisa's words stuck. Was Tony part of this? I found his number in Jake's old phone, still in a drawer, dead battery. Charged it, powered it on, and there it was, Tony Scar. I hesitated, then texted, "Hey, it's Jake's wife. Have you seen him?" 5 minutes later, a reply, "Who's this?" Wrong number. Bull. I knew it was him. A week later, the divorce papers arrived. No lawyer's name, just a P.O. box in some nowhere town and Jake's signature, shaky, like he'd signed it in a rush. I was still processing when Lisa dragged me into action. "Pack his crap," she said. "You need closure." So, we started boxing his stuff, clothes, books, that ugly lamp he loved. Then I saw it, a metal box under the bed, shoved way back. Heavy, locked, scratched up like someone had clawed at it. Lisa grabbed a hammer from the garage. "Let's see what he's hiding." It took 20 minutes, banging, prying, swearing, until the lock gave. Inside, a burner phone, a fat stack of cash, maybe $6,000, and a folded paper. I opened it, and my breath stopped. A list of names, 12 of them. Mine was third. Next to it, in Jake's messy scrawl, loose end. "Below me?" Tony S., with a question mark. Lisa grabbed my arm. "What the hell is this?" I couldn't answer. Loose end? Me? My mind raced. Was he planning to hurt me? Sell me out? The burner phone buzzed right then, no caller ID, just a text, "You shouldn't have opened it." I dropped it, my hands trembling. Lisa yanked the curtains open, nothing outside but the empty street. Or was it? A shadow shifted by the mailbox. Maybe a trick of the light, maybe not. That night, I couldn't stay there. I packed a bag, grabbed the box, and bolted to a motel 30 miles away. No one knew where I was, not Lisa, not my parents, no one. I locked the door, shoved a chair under the knob, and sat on the bed, staring at that phone. At 3 a.m., it buzzed again. "I see you." My blood ran cold. I peeked through the blinds, nothing but parked cars and a flickering neon sign. But the feeling wouldn't leave. Watched. Hunted. The next day, I called the cops. Showed them the box, the list, the texts. They took it seriously, ran Jake's name, found nothing at first. Then a detective called me back. "Your husband's got ties to some bad people. Money laundering, maybe drugs. We're looking into it." Ties? Jake? The guy who cried at dog commercials? I couldn't wrap my head around it. I went back to the house with Lisa a week later, had to grab more clothes. The place felt off. Mail piled up, lights flickering. Then I saw it, muddy footprints on the porch. Not mine, not Lisa's. Someone had been there. Inside, the kitchen table was moved, barely an inch, but I noticed. And Jake's laptop? Gone. 2 nights later, I was at Lisa's place when the burner phone, still in my bag, lit up again. A photo this time. Me, standing on her porch, taken from across the street. Time-stamped an hour ago. I screamed, dropped it. Lisa called the cops while I barricaded the door. My hands wouldn't stop shaking. Was it Jake? Tony? Someone else? The photo had no message, just that image, me, alone, oblivious. The police swept the area, nothing. No cars, no footprints, no sign of anyone. But they found something else: Jake's car, abandoned 50 miles away, torched to a shell. No body, no clues, just ash. The detective's voice was grim. He's either dead, or he doesn't want to be found. It's been 6 months. The text stopped after I smashed the burner phone, couldn't handle it anymore. Cops think Jake got in over his head with people like Tony, panicked, and ran. The list? Debts, witnesses, loose ends to tie up. Me included. The cash and phone were his escape kit, but he left them behind. Why? Maybe he cracked under pressure. Maybe he's still out there, watching. I sold the house last month, couldn't stand the creaks, the shadows. Moved in with Lisa for now. But I still check my locks 3 times a night. Still jump at every WhatsApp ping. The worst part? I'll never know the truth. Was he a victim or a monster? Did he love me, or was I just another name to cross off? All I've got left is that list, and the feeling he's not done with me yet. So, that's my story, wild, messed up, and way too real. What do you think happened to Jake? Ever had someone you trusted pull something this insane? Drop it in the comments.